to another powerful episode of Voices of Legacy with your host, Pastor Carl Mitchell. And I'm here with you on WGTE with a very special guest today. We're honored to welcome a woman who's well known throughout the city of Toledo and beyond, connecting people with business and business with people and community, spreading joy and celebration all across Lucas County and the surrounding area by the many events and other things that she does that we're going to talk about today in the community of Toledo, Lucas County. She's event promoter. We used to call them party promoters back in the day, but she's an event promoter, a travel agent, and the founder and driving force behind the Social Butterfly, whether it's fashion shows, community expos, or trips. Miss Donetta Carter, welcome to the Voices of Legacy.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Wow.
You
said it. You said it all. You did your research. A little bit about Donetta Carter, the Social Butterfly. I was founded in 2012 for the business Social Butterfly. Mm-hmm. And the reason for that is to promote small businesses, to give them a platform to get new customers, networking opportunities, generational wealth for their businesses. It started as a hobby, and it turned into a business. And then I had to do the appropriate things and get an EIN number and checking account, savings account, quick print, do everything for a business because I started it as a hobby. And that's, people say, how did you get started? That's how I got started. Yes.
A lot of business, my dad's business kind of started as a hobby, but nevertheless. So did you do that back in high school, like put together events, or when did it start?
No, 2012. Before 2012, I used to promote the gospel concerts for Dr. Mark Williams and Dr. Woods. They used to do concerts for Children's Services, Lucas County, back in the day. So I used to promote those and take photos.
Mark and Yusef.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dr. Woods and Dr. Mark Williams. So I started with them, and then I was doing other things, and then all of a sudden, I had to get everything implemented. What I mean by that, I had to get things official, dot the I's and cross the T's, because just doing it as a hobby is not going to do it for if you have a business.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's when it kind of morphed from being just a hobby into actually, okay, this is something.
This is real.
Yeah, it's something happening here.
Yes.
But it wasn't a plan to start a business at all, was it?
Not really.
Because you were already in business, weren't you? Or you had a profession?
Independent travel agent. I have a regular job. I'm a social worker. I have a degree from University of Toledo, a master's in social work and Lourdes College. So this is a self-made entrepreneur.
Ah.
Yes. That's the way I look at it.
It kind of sounds like it's purposed and everything kind of fits together one way or another.
Yes.
So what got you into social work?
My grandmother, my aunt, they were social workers, and I like helping people.
Ah.
Yes.
So that's what you do best, probably, yeah?
Yes, helping others and advocating for others and making sure their voice, I can be the voice for them.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the Lucas County Mental Health Recovery Service Board, so I advocate with my vote and advocate for them as well.
So do you work hands-on with, like, adults, children, or anything like that?
I do children. I'm a foster parent, so that's definitely hands-on. And I do...
Mama Donetta.
Yes.
You're telling me something today.
And they're here today as well.
Oh.
So I've been doing foster care for a long time with the youth boys. And then I do seniors, work with seniors directly.
Oh, awesome. You work with area aging?
Yes, with the meal program.
That sounds pretty good.
Yes.
So you started in social work, and then you had the event coordination on the side, and that turned into a business. Where did the travel agency come from?
I've been a travel agent since 2000. Independent Adventures Travel. But I was traveling before I became a travel agent. So they said, well, I was thinking to myself, well, why don't I just be a travel agent and get the perks?
Were you dealing with another travel agent and you said, maybe I can do this? Or?
Well, travel agent approached me about it because they said, you do a lot of traveling, so why don't you just become a travel agent? And it made a lot of sense. You didn't have to show me the blueprint only one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So being a travel agent, you get the perks for cruises, resorts, hotels, car rental, everything. And I do it at my leisure. Some people don't even know I'm an independent travel agent. I don't say, if they need me to book something, I'll book it.
Do you mix the events with the travel?
Yes. Yes. I do trips too.
Ah.
Yes. We have the Detroit Princess Riverboat coming up. That's a fundraiser.
Yeah.
This summer.
Cruises and such?
Yes.
Or if there's like an event, I don't know, the BET Awards or something.
I go to that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I go to BET Awards. I go to the...
With groups?
Sometimes just myself.
Oh, okay.
Me or another companion. And then I go to Stellar Awards, Soul Train Awards, Black Music Awards. I just got a call from them yesterday that they moved their date back. And I'm thinking I'm going in May. No, it's moved back to October.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're just all over the place.
I'm everywhere.
That's awesome.
So I am true to my name, Social Butterfly.
So I guess you're wearing many hats, but they all kind of coordinate together.
Yes, in some way or another.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you volunteer as well.
Yes, I do a lot of volunteer. I give a lot of money away to different organizations. During the expo that we just had, April 5th, that I just had, I presented a check for $500 to the Kitchen for the Poor.
Oh, awesome.
Just for daily operations.
Reverend Savage.
Yes, he came there, and we did a presentation for that.
Awesome. Awesome. That's amazing. And really, really good. So you're from Toledo?
Yes. People think I'm from Detroit because I'm there a lot.
Yeah.
But I do other things in Detroit as well.
Well, don't email me, but Toledo is a bedroom community of Detroit. It is.
It's a second home for me.
It is. We're connected.
We're so close.
Yeah. So promoter, travel agent, coordinator, volunteer. Is there anything else that you do? Mom.
Yeah, foster mom. I do wherever God, I think God made the plan for me to, he gave me the vision, but even if he give you the vision, sometime it may not be your niche. So you can figure out if this is what you're supposed to be doing. I don't think I would be doing business and health expos and small business Saturday for 14 years if I didn't enjoy it. Yeah. If I didn't enjoy it, I don't think I would be doing it that long.
I think you enjoy it. I was at your expo and I was trying to say hi, and I was watching. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let her do her thing.
I was busy that day.
Yeah,
it was busy.
Yeah.
I appreciate the partnership that we had with the YMCA.
Yeah. Let's see, and you host everything from the expos for vendors and fairs and such, and local entrepreneurs. So you have a heart for the local entrepreneur, the up-and-coming business owner?
Small businesses that's just getting started. What I do, I try to give them some knowledge. And even though they have different programs in Toledo, SS Toledo, Olivia Houghton, but I try to give them, if they ask me questions, or I try to give them one-on-one so they don't have to struggle like other people struggle.
Yeah, because I saw some established businesses there at the expo, and then there were some people just starting out.
Yeah, just starting out. Yeah, and they really enjoy it. They're signed up for the next one already.
Wow. Yeah,
we're outdoors though, so we won't be limited to space.
That'll be nice, and it's very diverse.
Yes. Oh, we had a diverse
mix of people.
Yes. Yes, we even had some people like Toledo Museum of Arts with the kids, Imagination Station with the kids, different people, and then Hearing Life for testing. And UTMC did all the screenings in their mobile unit. So we had I had just a variety of, it's like a one-stop shop.
For pretty much everything, because I went home with a
Yes. If you were looking for windows, doors, apparel, candles, charcuterie boards, so we have a variety. So a massage, a complimentary massage. And we even had Alicia Gaffney doing cracking. She was doing the back. She's a yoga instructor. So we had a variety of everything.
What's that commercial, Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that?
I've seen that one.
A little bit of everything.
You get your barbecue ribs and you get a massage on top. I've seen that commercial.
But I enjoy the diversity of content that you have at your events. And you've been doing all of them for about 14 years or just
14 years straight. Even with COVID, I had to do it outdoors.
Yeah.
Because they said you couldn't have but 26 people in a building. I have 60 vendors alone, let alone 26 people. Usually we have 400 to 500 people participate. I know that parking lot was full because Fletcher said, Donetta, there's nowhere to park out here. So they had to park on the other side of the fence.
Wow.
So I was like, I understand, but usually we're at another venue that's much larger, bigger parking, but it worked out.
And you work with Toledo Parks and Recreation as
Oh,
well?
yeah. I'm a member of Metro Parks, Felissa Clark and Jackie Cummings and Matt Killiam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to support the Metro Parks. And I'm a member of the Good Nature of Metro Parks, too.
Wow. What are you not a member of?
And I'm a member of my sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha. I'm a member, just a few groups.
Go ahead, represent.
Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Zeta Alpha Omega chapter in Toledo, Ohio.
Now, you didn't even finish that. You know what you're supposed to do.
And my president is Rochelle Watkins.
Okay. How has your faith influenced your journey as a businesswoman and community leader? And have you really embraced being a community leader? That's what you are.
They say I'm a community leader.
But you won't, because
I'm just modest. I'm just not modest, but it just come natural.
Yes, ma'am.
It doesn't, like the lady when she came to she said, this is magnificent. She said, I've never seen anything like this in Toledo, event like this, because she's never been, and she heard it on another station.
Yeah.
And that's why she came out, and she said, I'm just going to have to follow you on Facebook. And she said, how can I get a hold of you? And I told her, and I gave her the save the date card for the next event. She said, you got the next 2 coming up? I said, yeah, August and December.
Yeah.
So you can plan ahead. I have to do everything a year in advance. I have to sign contracts, make sure everything is,
or permitting or anything.
Yeah,
that you may need.
because I don't want to. I want people to know about my event in advance. But when you do things at the last minute, I think people can't save that date, and you don't have it planned right. That's just my feeling.
I don't think it'll turn out as well as, at least what I've seen. It seems to turn out really well. I think the planning in advance really helps that. And it gives you time to talk about it even beforehand.
Yes.
You do your major push but everything's already lined up. You're going to fulfill what you're saying that you're going to do.
I do everything. And then the day of, I do have like 10 to 15 Social Butterfly volunteers, the ladies in the pink T-shirt.
Yeah.
And the jackets like mine. So they help me the day of, but I do everything. I get the venue, I do the marketing, I do the promoting, but I do have a street team that pass out 3,000 flyers.
Awesome.
Save the date flyers.
So you do have some help. That was going to be my next question.
Yeah, I have.
Because it looks like the aesthetic is just you.
No, you can't do this by yourself. You have to have help. You might think in your mind you can, but if you don't have the right team, you can have a team, but you might have somebody on that team taking that sinker out that ship and might try to sink you down with it. So you got some people that started with me didn't end up with me.
Yeah.
You started in 2012, even some of the small businesses and people that were helping me. For whatever reason, it didn't work, or we didn't jive, or whatever the case may be. But whoever starts with you, sometimes, even my late Pastor Johnny Roberts, that's where I started at Indiana Baptist, but Indiana got too small.
Yeah.
I had more vendors than I had space. That's the problem that I do have, but my attorney account said that's not your problem, because I have waiting lists. People are waiting to get tables and space, but I don't have nowhere to, like I told the lady.
It sounds like a good problem.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. She said, I came to your expo at the Y and you were right. You didn't have I told her, I don't have any room. You're on a list. If somebody cancel and no show, we're already in here. She didn't believe me, I guess. But when she came, she said, oh yeah, you were right. But I've been doing it. I told her I can do this with my eyes closed.
Well, after 14 years, if you don't have it yet,
if you don't got it down, something's wrong.
So again, back to faith and influence for your business and community service.
I think if God's not in it, it's not going to work. So I just keep the faith, and then I don't worry about getting vendors or small business owners or entrepreneur, nonprofit. They reach out to me. Before, when I first started in 2012, I used to have to contact people. I don't have to do that anymore.
So how many events do you have every year again?
3 small business expos.
Plus.
And then I do 2 fundraisers.
Okay.
Yeah. This year I'm just going to do 1 fundraiser.
Okay.
Yeah, because I got some travel plans.
But if there's something else going on in Toledo and you know about it,
I'll be there.
Yeah, you're either there or you're promoting it.
Yeah, I share other people's events. I cover other people's events. Sometimes I take the pictures, I do the narrative, and then sometimes I'll send it to the Truth newspaper, Fletcher, and I send it to him as well.
Where do you have time?
Do
you take a pillow and blanket with you?
No, they say, how do you do social butterflies sleep? Yes, I sleep. I sleep very well. Yeah, I get good rest. But I plan everything. I have to write everything down.
It's got to be some pretty good time management.
Yes, if I didn't have time management, I don't think this would work for me.
Back in the day, I think they used to call it a day runner. Remember the old day runners?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have, well, it's not a day runner. I have a calendar, and then I use my phone. Yeah, it gives me alert, and I'm trying, like, if I go to the airport, my friends, they laugh at me because I'm there 2.5 hours early. I'm not missing planes, ships, trains, or nothing. I'm not
It's a good place to work. It is.
Yeah.
For me, when I used to travel and speak a lot, and I sit in the airport, what you're saying, not maybe 2 hours, but at least an hour ahead of time.
No, I'm coming 2 hours.
And
Sorry.
And you meet people too.
Yeah, but I can do something, time management. I can check my emails. I can respond to emails. I can make phone calls. I can read a book. So you got to just think, because some people are like, I don't want to say the person's name. They're my friend.
Sounds like it's on the tip of your tongue. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, they don't believe in time. They're late, and then they miss planes, and they miss the cruise ship. I can't do it. I'm not going to pay my money for something and then miss out. It's just in my mind to be on time.
Yeah.
It's just something about that time. Yeah, people say, well, Donetta, you don't have to be there 2 hours early. If it's an international flight, I'm going to be there early.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
Yes, it's no, because you don't know. Even though you have the TSA pre-check and all that, they say you're too time conscious. Someone told me that. You're too time conscious. No, you can never be too time conscious.
Well, it seems like there's an air of excellence in pretty much everything that you represent and what represents you. So that would kind of lend itself to excellence. I mean, time management, being on time.
Yeah, I even tell the vendors that because it says it in their contract. Please break down at this time, start at this time.
Have you ever had problems with that? I probably don't have to ask you.
Yes. Yes. Some people come late, or sometimes no people. They don't no show, no call.
Want their money back?
No.
No. Okay.
I don't hear from them. Nothing. Wow. No show, no call. But I have a list of 2,000 small vendors, entrepreneurs. So that's on them, whatever the case may be. So I don't know. They have to call me. I don't know why you didn't show up.
I know a question I had when we were talking just a moment ago. Do you do paid promotions for other events?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. For concerts through Live Nation, Ticketmaster. Yep.
Cool.
That's with the contract, though.
No.
Yep.
And most of that's probably in Detroit?
Mostly.
Yeah.
Or different places. Like the guy in Alabama, he's in Alabama. I'm in Toledo. One of the venues here in Toledo, I don't know if I could say their name, they told him to reach out to me. And then that's how I connected with 10 promoters to promote their events and their concerts. So that's been happening for a while.
So operating in excellence kind of lends itself to connections that pretty much...
Yes.
So it sounds like you might need some more help.
I might need an assistant.
Oh boy, contact Donetta. No, don't do it. I can't promote.
I love promoting and marketing. I don't know. It's just a skill that I have, and I love. They said the lady said you do well on social media. She said I can see all your stuff and up and coming events, not only Lucas County, Northwest Ohio, surrounding areas.
So on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch.
Yeah, I don't do I do TikTok a lot and Instagram, Facebook, but I don't do Twitter too much. I have a Twitter account, but I don't use it.
Wow. So 3 major events plus 2 fundraisers. Is that right?
Yeah, this year is going to be one fundraiser.
One fundraiser.
Because I do sundresses and big hats, and last year was to Bittersweet Farms.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what's the cause?
The sundresses and big hat. The cause of, the reason why I do the fundraiser is to give back. And some of the nonprofits, they don't get other fundings like other nonprofits do, like from the state, or some have low minimum access to money and capital. So I tried to give back in that way, because they said, well, how did you pick this group? And sometimes I put all the names in the hat and shake it and let my kid pick it out.
Wow.
And that's how I choose, because I have 30 people on a list, but I can't do 30 fundraisers. I'm only one person.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I think you may be inspiring others to kind of
maybe
follow their calling.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So I guess next to the last question or two maybe. What do you think the effect of this 14-year journey plus has been on both yourself? How have you kind of matured in it? Because if you do anything for a long period of time, you're just going to get better and better and better.
It seems like the growth has tremendous. I mean, it went fast because 14 years. I'm like, oh my God, I'm on year number 5, number 6. I'm like, first I wanted to stop and take a break, but the entrepreneurs and new startup businesses, they won't let you because I wanted to take a break. But it seemed like it's more growth, prosperity, and something to look for because you have more, like 90% of women are entrepreneurs. In Lucas County here, I mean, I'm just saying all over.
Yeah.
But in Toledo, you do see mostly, when you go to these shows, it's mostly females. You see very few males, but maybe 1 or 2, 3. But so I think the business entrepreneurs makes the world.
Yeah.
Without the entrepreneurs, I know you got the big box building, like stores, Macy's.
Even those come from originally entrepreneurs.
Yes.
They were those people coming to your shows at one time.
Yes. Yeah. So I think it's the growth and the prosperity over the years, and just continuing to do it as long as I can.
Keeping you young?
Yeah, keeping me busy.
Oh, Lord. See, she's modest. It's keeping you young.
Yes.
And active.
It keeps me active, keep me moving. Yeah. I do enjoy it. And then some people said, why don't you take your show on the road? I did that before. I know a couple cities reached out to me to come to their city to do a social butterfly expo.
Yeah, well, I remember the Black Expo when I was a young man, my father, being an entrepreneur. We went to Black Expo in Charlotte. We went to one in Atlanta. I don't know if they still do that.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yeah. They have Women Empowerment Expo. They have Black Expo. They have expos. Yeah. Yeah, they still do it.
Yeah. And what was it? The phone book thing is similar to that, but it's like a book of businesses.
Yes, I remember that.
And those are really positive things. That's the kind of stuff that we need to see. So
we do.
Maybe you'll get enough help and you'll take the show on the road.
We need to do that.
If it's your vision.
Yeah, I did a show in Michigan before. It was okay.
Yeah. You ever go down south?
I haven't. Yeah, I've been to Atlanta, but I haven't did any shows in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what 2026 will bring.
Never know.
Might be a surprise.
Charlotte, Atlanta.
Yeah.
Nashville.
Maybe. Or Columbus.
Yeah.
Because Columbus is calling me now. Columbus, Ohio.
So what do you think your legacy is, and what would you like for it to be?
My legacy would be to, if someone say, well, who do you know Donetta Carter? I would say she likes to advocate for others and promote for others and others' brands. And some people say, well, I don't promote myself because you do enough of it. No, you know your brand better than me. Yeah, like your brand here, WGT, you and Chris, your production man, you guys know your brand better than I do. So like I told the entrepreneurs, they said, well, you're here and there and everywhere promoting and marketing. You bring the people, but I don't know the same people you know.
That's right.
So everybody knows different people. We might have some people that we know each other together, but I don't have your target audience.
Yeah.
So I'm going out doing all this promoting and marketing in the last 2 weeks of the event. So the one entrepreneur, she told me, I don't promote myself. I said, oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
You should promote yourself. Yeah, who knows your brand better than you? You make candles.
It's your testimony. It's what you do.
Yeah, for example, she makes candles. Who knows that you make candles? She said, nobody. I said, well, that's why you got to promote yourself.
Wow.
Yeah, I just promote the entire event.
Yeah.
Not just one individual. Yeah. So my legacy, if people want to know me by that, I like to promote others and advocate for others.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us for the Voices of Legacy. We really appreciate what you do in the community, in the city of Toledo. It's a blessing to have folks that have a love for the city and actually implement it. What you were just talking about, actually doing something to effectively spread what it is that God has placed in your heart to do.
Yes.
And helping people help themselves, really.
Yes.
Who knows? You might be seeding something for the next Walmart, Sam Walton, or some
you never know.
Yeah, Macy's or that you were talking about.
Yeah.
But we look forward to big things for you, and hopefully you'll come back to talk about some stuff that you're doing.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Thank you for listening to the Voices of Legacy. This is your friend, Pastor Carl Mitchell III, your host of this program. We want you to go to wgte.org/legacy to like, share, subscribe, and hear all of our past podcasts and our future podcasts. Be a friend and join with us in the Voices of Legacy, where you're writing your own legacy every day that you live. Have a blessed day.
WGTE. Voices Around Us.
WGTE is supported in part by the American Rescue Plan Act funds allocated by the City of Toledo and the Lucas County Commissioners and administered by the Arts Commission.